Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Vlahovic! And he's quick to get it clear again. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Milan have their second corner now. Bellingham is there, and he can get that clear. That'll be a throw. Now it's Sané. Now it's Modric. Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Milan are looking to break at pace. Vlahovic, and he's onside. Great chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now there's a fine ball. Vlahovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Bellingham. Fiddles it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Sané is in a really good position out wide. He's found the way through. David Villa. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Vlahovic. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Sané. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's played him through. And here's Vlahovic. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, no joy this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. Just eases him off the ball. Bellingham. Vlahovic looking to add to his goal. And he's got his cross in. It is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. Messi's cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Sané. Oh, super find. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the...
Can he finish? Goal! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Has been indicated.
Look at this, Vlahovic! Just off target.
Vlahovic did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Belletti. And he's picked out the run. Oh, what a climb! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the...
And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substitution in progress.
Second period then underway.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Belletti. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Hernandez. Bellingham. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That comes as a mighty relief. Milan get their 4th corner. That has been knocked clear. Costa Curta. And it's Maldini. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's been cut out, well played. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries to get it clear. Bellingham tries a shot! And he gets rid in a hurry. Change of plan here, perhaps.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Sané. Now it's Owen. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Rudiger going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Messi. And here's Vlahovic.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he was alert to it. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's got away. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's a shade optimistic. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Sané. That is good strength. Pass is just off target. Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. And here's Sané. And it's Makalele. And here's Modric. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Milan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Makalele. It's Bellingham. Now it's Owen. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hernandez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Has been indicated.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Makalele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Shapes to shoot! And that is the last effort of the game. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a doubt, it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Messi. He's had a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Mohamed Salah really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking for the run. He has found the way through. Here's the ball in. He gets big. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. And here's Schneider. Well timed, excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Interesting ball. Up he goes! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's got through. No mistake. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A great delivery and a finish to match.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Leicester get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Busquets. Now it's De Bruyne.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard. Neymar. Can he finish? It's in. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is clearly merited. For me, now they can go and bet.
Big chance! It's there! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 13.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cafu. Played out to the right. Oh, he's... and the finish! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Leicester go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Collar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lizarazu gets over and intercepts. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Mohamed Salah. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, Red, nice interception. Forwards and with intent. Collar. And he's there to retrieve it. Mohamed Salah. And he's in on goal. He's had a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. And through to the goalkeeper. Schneider. Collar chasing after it. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. Cafu. Rijkaard. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Thuram with a fine tackle. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Collier. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Maldini makes the interception. And there's the end of the first half. And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Collar. And they are pulling clear here.
De Bruyne very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Leicester blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Great defending, strong and determined. Busquets did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mohamed Salah. No, he's not getting any further than that. Leicester can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Bellingham. Great, now the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Showing good feet.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Neymar. Schneider. That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Lizarazu.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made...
Bellingham! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Lizarazu. And it's Thuram. Cafu. De Bruyne.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Now it's Messi. And it's De Bruyne. The fullback is in acres of space here. Casemiro. Bellingham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Schneider. Schneider! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Leicester are having a ball here. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cafu. Busquets. And that is as far as they're going to go. Schneider. He's beaten the last man. There's the shot! Davids. And it's Messi. Lizarazu wins the duel this time. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a little off target. Messi. And here's De Bruyne. Cafu is in a really good position out. Oh, what a climb! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Leicester are at the peak. There's a quick free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo. The final 5 minutes. Maldini cuts out the pass. Koller is onto it in a flash. Cafu gets into some space. Davids. Mohamed Salah. And here's Messi. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Maldini calmly anticipates. And it's Messi. Koundé cuts it out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Schneider, back into the middle, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And there goes the final whistle. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if we did just miss it, we are up and running already. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Maldini gets over and intercepts. And it's Xabi Alonso. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Cristiano Ronaldo tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Tar gets across to intercept that. Platini. Eto'o. Xabi Alonso. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pekanbaru. Eto'o. Gently done. Cleared away. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Drogba. That looks a good ball through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham, and he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of it. Up he goes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Drogba is offering a right smile there.
That has been cut short. Oh, that's clever. Platini. Platini stood his ground strongly. In with a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And it's Drogba. Cristiano Ronaldo, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. Well read, nice interception. Eto'o, he's got away. That's going to go a long way. Beckham. It's Belletti. And here's Drogba. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Rivaldo. Jamaica applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but
He's had a hit! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Jamaica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Rivaldo. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rivaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Platini. Belletti. Messi delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply...
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Jamaica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Beckham pops him off it and wins back the ball. Platini. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Beckham, and it's Belletti. Now that's well seen too. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal
Just
impact, or else.
And an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
That's good vision. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Van Nistelrooy. Milan have reclaimed it. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Here comes the corner.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
And here's Eto'o. Rivaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Costa Curta. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, that was venomous. It's their second corner of the game. He's got tall. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Couldn't squeeze it through. There's the hit! He scores! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's let fly. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Thuram. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Drogba, can he put it away? Thuram is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Messi. That is good alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Lahm goes on a run down the left wing. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to retrieve it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Shapes to shoot! Drogba, Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Rivaldo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Van Nistelrooy, and that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Platini, Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Nistelrooy, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Xabi Alonso.
Jamaica can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He can run onto that. Big chance! Goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Number 7.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Platini.
Neto. Scholes. Oh, that's well spotted.
Number 22.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rivaldo. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Rivaldo. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal.
Taking place.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on from this.
So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it is something for both, but ideal for... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played.
And Peter, you can't watch a match like this and not mention such a busy little player like Deco, who just never stops.
He always wants the ball and he always uses it well.
Very influential.
Beckham. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, played right into his... And Van Nistelrooy! That has not worked out as planned.
Van Nistelrooy might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the pass is intercepted. No foul, says the referee. Rummenigge. Now it's Eto'o. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Eto'o. Rummenigge! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bale! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Deco. Bale. He's found the way through. Eto'o. He's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Maldini. Passing nice and neat. Beckham. Xavi Alonso. There's a sharp little ball here. Might be dangerous. Tries a shot! Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Beckham. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Time and again they are repelled. And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. Van Nistelrooy. Deco. Now it's Bale. That is a great pick out. Good read, needed to be. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read. Gurusinga. Well, that's well seen too. Beckham. Xavi Alonso. Aims beyond the defence. And he cuts out the supply.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Decent hit! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. And look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation. There's the start of the second half. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Now it's Eto'o. Good play on the left-hand side here. Del Piero.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And the shot's on here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rivaldo. And it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, they could break here. Looking for options for movement. Deco. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Nistelrooy looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ronaldo is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. That looks a cracking ball. Real chance! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that is out of play.
Substituição.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? It's a goal!
Brazil clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So now the difference is 3. And here's Torres. Eto'o. Vieira. And Deco. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he put it away? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gurusinga. Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Bale. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Oh, that was vital. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He could be in here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.